Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do some more testing with my DJI Mini 2 drone. And today I'm going to do an extreme cold temperature test. Now I know I've already done some other cold weather testing before in my review video at around -10 degrees Celsius. But today the temperature is -26 degrees Celsius. Just so you guys can see, right there, 3:55 in the afternoon, -26 degrees. And you can see I'm parked right on the side of a lake right here. So in that previous testing at -10 degrees Celsius, I never ran into any issues at all. Probably reduced battery life and messages on the screen saying return to home, temperature warning. But that's it. I never ran into any issues with erratic flying or the gimbal or anything. I kept the flights fairly short, 5 to 10 minutes anyway, but it performed well at -10. But at -26, I don't know what to expect. Could run into issues with the gimbal today, really reduced battery life, but I'm not sure. And one thing is, I don't recommend anybody try this. I'm willing to take the little bit of a risk. I'm not going to go and do anything too crazy with it today. I'm not going to fly it too far away or too high or anything, just in case I run into any issues. But yeah, I don't recommend anybody else try this. That's why I'm doing this, so that you guys don't have to do this. But I think it will learn some valuable information here today. For anybody that wants to fly in cold weather, maybe not this extreme, but if I have some success today, then you know, with slightly warmer temperatures than this, you might be pretty safe to fly. So yeah, so I expect to learn quite a bit today about this, and hopefully it can help you guys out. So let's get the drone in the air. Okay everyone, so here's a view from within the DJI Fly app, and we are just taking off. As you can see in the upper right corner, we are connected to 17 satellites currently, and our battery is almost full at 98%. Once we start flying, it will also show the flight time remaining, and this will change depending on our flight conditions. Depending on how fast we fly, wind conditions, temperature, and so on will affect our flight time. I will be showing you a combination of footage from within the DJI Fly app, which is what I see on my screen while flying, and also shots from the Mini 2's actual camera. There are a lot of features within this app that we won't be going over today. I want to keep this focused on the cold weather test and just flying around and seeing how it handles the cold. If you guys want to see more of a tutorial of settings to use while flying and the features within the app, I can cover all of that on a separate video. Let me know down in the comments if you would like to see that. Here I changed into normal mode from Cinesmooth mode for increased speed and responsiveness. I just wanted to keep it to what an average normal flight would be to give a more realistic result. Also down in the bottom right corner are my current camera settings that I don't want you to focus on in this video. These are not settings I would recommend. This was just me on a previous day trying different manual settings. For a beginner, I would recommend auto settings at first, and then work into the manual settings later. This flight is not about optimal image quality, it is about the drone's behavior physically in the cold, so the camera settings can be covered in a future video. In the lower left corner, you will see my speed and also my height and how far away my drone is. It is a very calm day with almost no wind, so a great day for flying. So far, it is a normal flight. I haven't noticed anything out of the ordinary. Battery life is looking good with our straightforward and steady flight. Okay, we now have some in-camera footage from the actual drone to take a look at. The only minor thing I have noticed so far is a slightly off-level horizon sometimes. This could be maybe due to the gimbal being cold, so it is less responsive. Maybe just a calibration thing and not related to the cold, or sometimes wind can cause this issue. There is very little wind on the ground today, but at 100 meters, there could be different conditions. No wind warnings though. Panning the gimbal up and down here seems smooth though, no issues. Some rotating shots and it all looks normal. Battery life at 70%. This will not be the full unedited flight since that will make for too long of a video. I'll make jumps ahead but won't skip anything important. The total recording time that you see to the right is not the total flight time. This is just from when I started recording. I will give the total flight time and stats of the flight at the end of the video. Gimbal facing straight down and rotating, and still I have not noticed any strange behavior. Everything is still looking good, guys. I am not doing any fast or hard maneuvers or anything, just slower and easier moves that most people would be doing. The drone is performing great so far at about 15 minutes into the flight. Okay, we now have received a low battery warning at 20% and to return to home. So here we get a message that it will return to home automatically after countdown. This is part of your safety settings. This is also a reason to make sure you set your home point before each flight. Remember everyone to keep an eye on all your messages and warnings in the app and your battery life. When you get a low battery, you should be returning to home and not taking the chance. Don't ignore any warnings. I will quickly show you the battery information. Here is a quick way to see your battery voltage and the temperature of batteries. Okay, let's take it in and land. Okay guys, I just got done flying the drone. I flew it for probably around 20 minutes or so. So I was really surprised. The battery life was pretty good. I didn't have any low temperature warnings, which is strange because I had some of those when I did the -10 test. I did fly it a little bit harder and faster this time, whereas the other time maybe I was hovering it more, so maybe something's changed, but I never had any low temperature warnings, which is crazy because like I say, it's -26 degrees Celsius out. So once again, this drone keeps surprising me, and nothing but good things. It's just a great drone. It's perfect for me, and the fact that it can fly in this weather, and I never had any issues with its flight. The gimbal seemed to work just fine. I'll have to look and review the footage here when I get home, but everything looked good. Very surprised. Once again, it is a risk if you guys fly in this weather, because it is way below what the recommended specs are on this drone, but this just goes to show you what this little drone is capable of. So very surprising. So thanks a lot everyone. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one. Thanks a lot.